Emily Miller and Chongo, they're going to be the very first team out tonight. And, you know, last night they were in the 16s. They broke past that mark, but for some reason they hit a barrel, and Emily, I know, was very frustrated by that hit barrel, so she decided to stick with Chongo, and so it's going to be pretty exciting to watch. Here goes Chongo now, and he's getting a little bit fired up. I know that Emily's excited to run him again, and they just got to try to be clean because they know they're fast enough. She worked him in arena practice not that long ago, and here they go.
There'll be a little bit of drama tonight in round number 6. If Emily's clean right here,
oh boy,
I want to see the clock.
It's going to be fast, you guys.
Yeah, real fast, Janie. How about that? 17:01. That's the fastest run yet.
Nope, second fastest.
That's second. That's
yeah,
right.
16:92 last night for Haley.
Emily really needed that run. She's had a bit of a confidence blow these past few rounds, and Chongo hasn't been working as good. They fixed it tonight. Here comes Lisa on Rosa. She's back to Rosa, going to the left, making a great run. It looks like Rosa's actually not rating too hard right now, which maybe that day off really helped her.
Got Lisa won round number 3 with a time of 17:09. Wow. She's clean in round 6.
Watch this. This could be just as fast or faster. Wow, 17-7.
Wow, super close. 17:07. And for more on Wenda Johnson, let's bring in Steve Kenyon.
You know, Mulberry Canyon Moon, a lot of barrel racing fans might remember that horse. She was a great mare, won 3 go-rounds with Angie Betters a decade ago. She has got 2 kids running in this rodeo tonight. This horse and the horse that Stevie Hillman will run, Sharpie, coming up later on.
If this horse is the key that Wenda Johnson really needs. She made the switch to him last night. They caught a barrel. They kept it clean tonight. I think this is going to be really fast for this new team.
17:29. It's going to burn third out of 3 right now. Emily Miller still has the lead, 17:01. Full speed ahead for Brittany Barnett.
And Brittany Barnett is sticking with paint. Kind of gets his head up a little bit at that first barrel, a little frustrated, but I think Brittany also is with the theme right now, the gold theme. She's got her yellow felt sole on, and I think paint maybe was going a little by both barrels, and then they catch the third. Not the run that Brittany wanted to have tonight.
Turn right back over barrel number 3, 17:84.
Horse just overworked a little bit on that backside, came in that third barrel, and it's got a lot of turn. Jessica Telford sticking with Cool Whip.
Now she's 6th in the average.
They're starting to pick up their speed quite a bit. Cool Whip can really, really run. He's a big gelding, and it's really starting to work out. They got a check last night. They're running home for Jessica Telford, and Cool Whip, he really sticks his nose out when he runs home.
17:46. That's 4th best. Emily Miller still on top. 17:01. And here's where the plot thickens, Janie.
Yeah, this is where the race is right here. Brittany Posey-Tanazi is sticking with Katniss. They went just a step by the first barrel last night, but still ended up third. They managed to place almost every single round. Brittany's going for it. She's really having to jockey this horse even more every single night to keep her off of the barrels, to try to stay in that average position. Brittany makes it clean. She's headed home, and we know this horse can run.
Yeah, she's number 2 in the average. She came in number 1 in the world, 17:64 the time for her. She's dropped to 2nd in the world. Haley Kinsel rattling off 3 out of the first 5 rounds. So that's what the World Championship race looks like right there. Jimmy Smith has been very good as well. But the big story tonight, Haley Kinsel, not riding sister.
Right, this is Leroy. They go a little bit by the first barrel, but she's had a couple opportunities to run Leroy around, and it's just an unusual setup. They're having to get used to the ground. Haley rides amazing. They make a nice, clean run. Haley's going to be sticking in the average. Leroy's headed home, trying to ask for that extra gear, 17:89.
Yeah, you know, when you look at it, too, Brittany was about 0.65, 65/100ths of a second behind Haley when they ran, so she gained a little ground there as far as the average concerned.
Right, I'd be interested to know what Haley's strategy was with that. You know, nobody knows sister better than her. If Haley feels like sister needed a day off, she's probably right, and you've got to save her for those last few rounds when it really counts.
And they've been in attack mode. They've won 2 in a row. Here comes Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith has just been consistently trying to work her way back up in the average. She's been so solid ever since that first round. Lena didn't like something on the backside of that second barrel, kind of races her head. But Jimmy Smith makes a nice run, really asking for that extra gear headed home. 17:63.
Emily Miller still in the top spot, 17:01. We've seen the top 2 in the world go. The second half of the barrel racing coming up as we have a little ride on through coverage. Half of the barrel racing, the drag is complete. Tiani Schuster.
Another
She's going to get to the top of the ground.
Yep.
Right, this is her 5-year-old Gilding MacGyver. She knows she's on top of the ground. This is her night to really take advantage of that position. And this horse is very, very fast. He's only 5, so it's very impressive how well he handles rodeo situations. But Tiani's won a lot of checks on this horse in the wintertime in a lot of the buildings. Beautiful first barrel. They're headed over to second. Tiani knows she's got to make up a little bit of time from last night. She's asking for a little bit of run. Honestly, flawless run from Tiani and MacGyver tonight.
Yeah, beautiful pattern. 17:35. That's going to put her 4th. Good run.
Solid time.
17:01, still a time to beat.
They're putting the
There's
Grays
Jill
back.
Wilson.
They're putting the Grays back to back. It looks like right here. Here goes Jill Wilson. This horse was in the top 3 for AQHA Horse of the Year, and they've been very solid. They were a 44 last night. They're trying to make up a little bit of time, but they're just being very, very consistent. Maybe takes a slight extra step around that second barrel, and she's asking for that speed going to third. Beautiful third barrel. Blue Dean and Jill Wilson headed home.
17:19.
Nice.
You betcha, 3rd place for her. Lisa Lockhart's in second at 17:07. Emily Miller at 17:01. Let's look at those Ram World standings. You can see how close it is between Kinzel and Posey. Average is going to be a big deal for them as well. And here comes Shelley Morgan.
We've seen this team be at 17:22 already. We know they're capable of speed. Oh, this team does not hit a barrel. You can tell Shelley was pretty distraught about that and just shouldered right into that first. That's disappointing, taking them out of the average.
Yeah, she was
around.
3rd.
It can
3rd
happen
in the
so
average.
fast.
It does. And what a strange first barrel.
Yeah, it almost looked like he thought it was in a different spot, but just shouldered right into it. Just a little off timing right there.
Stevie Hillman.
Now this is a big horse change of the night. She is back on Sharpie, and Steve talked about Mulberry Canyon Moon, the horse that Angie Metters took to the NFR. That is the mother to Sharpie, and this team is very, very fast. This horse loves to turn. Stevie Hillman's got her signature move going around these barrels to keep her away, but they're making a really nice run. Bo's a little bit out of second. I don't know how much time it's going to cost.
Wow.
I think we got to look for a good time right now, guys.
Looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, Chris Turner
It is.
off that 3rd barrel. 17:11. So that's going to put him in 3rd place. Lockhart holding on at 17:07 in second. Emily Miller still on top, 17:01. Here's Jessica.
Jessica Rotier, she's an average champ. She's coming in on Missy. They just make the same run almost every single time, this team.
Yeah, and then we just watched Shelley Morgan have a problem, so a good chance to move up in the average, keep those barrels up. You got to start thinking about that right now, don't you?
Right, they really feed off of each other. You know, girls know, they're very aware if someone hits a barrel and that they have to just go in and make a clean run.
Cheyenne Wimberly.
She's going to stay on Misty. This horse is actually a full sister to Ivy Conrado Sabin's J-Lo, the famous Palomino. They had a little tough luck on the ground last night, cost a barrel. Smoking first barrel. I think that was maybe the closest first barrel we've seen all night. They managed to get around second just beautifully. Cheyenne is going for this run. She knows she has to make up quite a bit from this week, and they're headed home. Beautiful run from Cheyenne Wimberly.
Yeah, great run. She lost that stirrup. Janie, how scary is that, making those runs with one stirrup gone?
Oh, that is not a safe position, especially with
Man.
Cheyenne when she knows she just made a good run. And you can see it cost them a lot of time at the timeline.
Ryan Padone. Rooting for her to make the top 6 tonight.
Right, Ryan Padone, she has a whole string of really amazing horses, and they just haven't quite been able to put it all together tonight. Kind of a wide first barrel for Ryan, but she is such a hand. We know that she's capable of it. It's just the conditions haven't quite fit with her and her horses.
Boy, if she could have fixed that first barrel, the other two were flawless.
18:56 for her. Big story tonight. Haley Kinzel, not running sister, gives up a little bit of ground in that average race, but she still leads Brittany Posey in the average by about 0.4 of a second. Emily Miller, well, she gets it done. 17:01. Great run for her. That's the second fastest run that we have seen over 6 rounds here. 6 rounds down, 4 still remain as we get closer to that countdown to round number 10. Emily had such a great Wrangler NFR a year ago. She was really fun to watch. We'll see if she can kind of put that together for the back half of this year's Wrangler NFR. Results brought to you by Justin Boots. Lisa Lockhart runs second tonight, too. Her time 17:07, but Emily Miller, your champion in round number 6. Stevie Hillman also finishing in the top 3 as well. So we'll see if Sisters coming back tomorrow night with Haley Kinzel. Let's get to Amy Wilson.